Most people spend 30 years building their retirement, then lose hundreds of thousands of dollars in the final 12 months before they leave work. Not because of bad investments. Not because the market crashed. Because they didn't know 5 things they should have done in their last working year. Today, I am going to change that. Here is what nobody tells you about retirement. The accumulation phase, saving, investing, compounding. That part has rules most people eventually learn. But distribution, turning what you saved into income you can actually live on, requires a completely different playbook. And your final 12 months at work? That is the most expensive window of your entire financial life. Get it right, and you protect everything you spent decades building. Miss it, and you cannot go back. These are the 5 steps that separate people who retire well from people who retire struggling. Step 1. I call this the final contribution sprint. Your last working year may be the most tax-advantaged year of your life. Most people don't treat it that way. If you are 50 or older, you can shelter up to $31,000 in your 401k in 2026. Add your HSA. Add your IRA. A married couple who maximizes every account can protect over $70,000 from taxes in a single year. Money that goes in before you retire avoids your peak earning tax bracket forever. Most people slow down contributions when retirement feels close. That is the exact opposite of what the math demands. Step 2. I call this the Roth conversion window. Here is a counterintuitive truth. The year you retire, before Social Security starts, before required minimum distributions kick in, may be the lowest income year of your adult life. That gap is a golden opportunity. You can convert traditional IRA money into a Roth IRA at the lowest tax rate you will ever see again. Money in a Roth grows tax-free. Comes out tax-free. It also does not trigger Medicare premium surcharges. And that brings us to step 3. Pay very close attention here. This is the step most people miss, and the one that hits hardest. I call this the healthcare bridge. Medicare begins at 65. If you retire at 62, 63, or 64, you face a gap. A gap where you are paying for private health insurance out of pocket. The average private premium for a 62-year-old in 2026 is over $700 per month. That is $25,000 or more in costs most people never planned for. But here is where it gets worse. If you do a large Roth conversion without calculating your income carefully, you can trigger IRMA, an income-related Medicare surcharge that adds hundreds of dollars per month to your premiums the moment Medicare begins. The Roth conversion and the healthcare bridge must be planned together. One mistake on income in your final year costs you for the next 2 years. Your financial advisor may not tell you this. Now you know. Step 4. I call this the income blueprint. Before you leave work, you need a written year 1 income plan. Not a general idea, a written plan. Where is every dollar coming from? Your 401k, your IRA withdrawals, your Social Security, if you are taking it early, and on Social Security timing. If you watch my last video, you already know the counterintuitive truth about claiming at 62. If you haven't, I will put it on your screen at the end. Without a year 1 income plan, most people overspend in the first 18 months of retirement. The go-go years are real and expensive. Plan for them before you leave work. Step 5. I call this the legacy lock. Beneficiary designations. Your 401k beneficiary designation overrides your will. Let that sink in. If your ex-spouse is still listed and you never updated it, they receive that money. Not your current spouse. Not your children. Check every retirement account. Every life insurance policy. This takes 30 minutes. It protects everything. Retirement is not a finish line. It is the most complex financial transition of your life. These 5 steps, done in your final 12 months, are the difference between a retirement that works and one that quietly drains you. I want to hear from you. Which of these 5 steps surprised you most? Let me know in the comments below. I read every single one. If this gave you something your financial advisor hasn't, hit that subscribe button.